sir. I'm Hannah, and I will be interviewing you today to get some information about entrepreneurs. First question, what is your name?
My name's Andrew.
What is the name of your enterprise?
Insurance Services. It's an insurance brokerage company.
That's good. What are the nature and activities of your enterprise?
Well, as I said, it's an insurance brokerage company. So what I do is I sort of talk to clients about their insurance needs and allocate insurances based on their needs. So I personalise it and try and find them the best deal.
Yeah. What previous experiences do you have involved in the enterprise?
Well, before I started my business, I was working in the industry for about 6 years for a number of different firms, and then I decided that I could possibly bring my own style to the industry. So went from there.
What are the educational qualifications needed for this enterprise?
Well, the education requirements, I think a formal education probably isn't actually that necessary to be an insurance broker, although they have just brought in new standards called RFA or AFAs, Registered Financial Advisors, or Authorised Financial Advisors, which is probably similar to, I think it's a level 5 first year at university. It's a pretty simple qualification, but I think the main education, if you like, would be the ability to speak and convince people and communicate with people would be the key skill, not so much a formal qualification.
Yeah. What are your reasons for starting up or becoming involved in this enterprise?
Well, I sort of fell into the insurance industry as for my first job, and so I was sort of working my way through, and then I realised I was quite good at it, so I decided I might as well. Yeah, exactly.
How did you identify a need becoming part of this?
Well, I mean, the need was already there by the fact is that there aren't that many insurance brokers around, and lots of people were getting insurance through the bank or whatever and weren't necessarily getting independent advice. So it was like a niche that was sort of partially filled but not totally filled. So I just think there's more room to expand. Yeah.
What planning or investigation did you undertake before entering your enterprise?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably, I'm not sure if I actually did as much planning as what may have been best practice. An opportunity came up really to purchase a client base, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a good go. I'll have a crack at that. And it all turned out well. I mean, I had to work out how much I was going to pay for it, and what the client base I was purchasing, what the different clients were like and stuff. But really, it just it was more just I just want to have a crack at that. Yeah.
What problems are faced in your enterprise?
Well, I mean, a challenge that we have possibly is with the advent of the internet. I mean, I know that's been around for a while, but people are getting more and more savvy with what they will try and find information online. So 10 years ago, no one really Googled how much life cover they need or anything like that, or income protection. Now there's like sites popping up where you can buy insurance online, and that's obviously a challenge for us. But a way that we've sort of got around that challenge would be we provide personalised advice, and people think they know about all the different products available and how they work, but quite often they sort of get tripped up in the small print.
Oh, well, you've just answered my next question, how do you overcome these? So.
Sorry.
That's fine. We'll go on to the next one. What advice do you give to any young person planning to start an enterprise?
Well, I'd say don't listen to people that are negative. A lot of people are willing to give you their reasons on why an enterprise won't work, and normally, if you look at their life, they've never really done anything with their life. I mean, so I think don't listen to people. I mean, people will say things that are valid. So listen, but listen with take everything with a grain of salt, and it's probably best to talk to people that actually have an enterprise as opposed to those who have never had an enterprise because it just won't work or whatever.
Yeah. Has technology changed the nature of your enterprise in any way?
Well, as we were talking about just before with the internet, so that's been a challenge, but also client databases have improved. Like we had them back in the day, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But they've become like in the cloud online, so the information's available out in the field, so I can be driving, and if I forget where my client is or whatever, or my appointment, I can just pull over, check my phone, which connects to my database, and so yeah, it's really helped with efficiencies like that.
Yeah. What enterprising qualities do you bring to enterprise?
Well, I'm not exactly sure of the question, but I guess qualities, it's probably communication.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, communication's a big thing in any sales sort of or customer relations type event. So yeah, communication's a big thing, and just being able to build a rapport with the person that you're dealing with.
Yeah. How did your knowledge impact on the choices you made or the organisation you were involved in?
My knowledge of what?
Insurance.
Organisations. Well, I mean, I'm not quite sure how to answer that question, but I mean, my knowledge was of the industry, so that's really the only thing I'd had experience in. So, yeah, I mean, that's not really an answer. Sorry, but
yeah, that's fine. How are the choices you made within insurance prioritised?
Well, as far as the business, or yeah, well, I mean, it really came down to just figuring out what things were key.